Hello, welcome back to MED and Friday Tech video. We've got Steve back, and today we're going to look at conrods. So we've got standard A+ 1275 conrod and some MED steel conrods. So what's the difference?
Okay, there's your standard MG Metro A+ type conrod, 1.75" big end. MED race conrod, 1.58" big end on both these. We'll talk about the difference in a second.
Is that Cooper S type?
That's Cooper S big end size, yes.
Okay.
Super job for standard road engine, track day car. Get rid of the phrases, get rid of the ugly parts off it, put some ARP bolts in, that will do what you need it to do.
Is that ARP bolts
They're
in that
just
one
stock
already?
bolts in
They're
there
stock
at
ones.
the moment.
Okay.
That's just a stock standard rod.
So they'd be fine for the majority of road cars?
Road cars, no problem whatsoever.
Okay. And then moving on up.
Okay, this one, which is the first one, it's exactly the same centres. So from here to here, 5.750, 5.750. The difference is the big end size.
Okay. So is that just to get weight out of the big end then?
Yep, what you're doing is you're going from 1.75" down to 1.58" on all four conrods, which reduces the spun weight within the crankshaft massively.
Yeah.
Takes the load off the mains, also reduces the weight. The other difference is obviously this weighs roughly 650 grams.
Yeah.
These weigh, if I remember right, 420. If you multiply that by 4, you're getting one conrod for nothing basically.
Right. Okay, and that all helps with acceleration?
Again, acceleration. You'll also notice on this one, this comes with an 18mm bushed little end for the forged piston.
Cool.
We do supply a bush to press into that, to convert that to go to 18mm, but upon fitting it, you then have to hone it to size.
Could you ever lighten these standard conrods to the same weight as the steel conrod?
No, not a chance.
Not possible.
Well, it would be, but it would be so thin and spindly, it would buckle and bend.
We've seen a few come in, haven't we?
Oh, indeed.
Not touching that.
No, take it away, sir. We can't do anything.
Promise
for
you put your name to it and it's and it's lightened that much and it breaks, then
yeah,
not so good. Okay, so and then the two at the end here, there's two different stroke lengths.
Okay, what you've got here are the two MED steel conrods. This one, like I said, 1.58" bore, 18mm pin. Same here, 1.58", 18mm. The difference is, if we lay them on top of each other, there you go. You'll see one is a quarter of an inch longer than the other.
What's that for then?
Okay. This helps the engine accelerate. If you think main bearing here, big end bearing at that position, if the conrod was shorter, it would be more on an angle like so. The longer the conrod, the steeper this angle.
Okay.
The steeper the angle, the less power the engine needs to push that up the bore, because it's nearly pushing in a straight line there. If it was down like that, it's got a lot of cranking to do to get the conrod to go up.
Okay.
Therefore, make the conrod a little bit longer.
It's less resistance. Is that what you're saying? Is it kind of like pedalling a bike with the saddle in the wrong
Exactly
position?
the same thing.
So you're not really stretching your muscle properly?
You're not pushing your legs out at the right angle.
Not the most efficient?
No.
Okay.
We are actually looking at a 6.25" rod at the moment, which will, so your standard one will be there, your 6" will be there, your 6.25" will be there.
Yeah.
A lot more exaggerated, but that's the general theory.
How do you stop the piston sticking out the top of the block?
There again, we've thought about that. With the 6" rod, we have a standard piston, but we've moved the gudgeon pin up in the piston by the length of the rod, which is 1/4 inch.
Okay.
So basically the piston from centre line of the pin to the crown is 1/4 inch shorter to accommodate the 1/4 inch longer rod.
Understand. Okay. So if you go longer still, then you're going to need some more pistons.
Okay, so what we did then, people said to us, well, we want the 6" rod with the long stroke crank, so we now do 86 crank, 6" rod, and then we do a specific piston for that engine, which is again another, I think it's 100 and odd thou shorter than the 1/4 inch shorter.
Right. Okay.
So all bases catered for.
There you go. Thanks very much, Steve. If you've got any more questions, post them up down below as usual, and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.